EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the London Bulldogs and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Pick it up.
Back to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll run with Love. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's more on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 82 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Now an option play on second down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 40.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. Penny hit, and the ball is jarred free. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bulldogs 7, Seahawks 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Wilson and Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 28.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
14,
Now Rashad Penny. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On the give, this is their fullback. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, you might want to get out of the way.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 times. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
Bulldogs 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded in the end zone. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have once again taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Eluding the pressure right.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Gonna give it to Love. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Bryce Love saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Bulldogs 21, Seahawks 12.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, Muhammad. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. And that one will fall incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
London, first down.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Penny. And some room to roam now. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A terrific run there by Penny. 45 yards on the ground.
10 at the 17-yard
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, he'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
It's a loss of 1. brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
Ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
36 power.
Penny will try to punch it in. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd down, Love. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10.
Bulldogs.
On the carry, it's Love. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and 11. Steps away to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Five yards remain on 2nd down. Here's Love again. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll run again with Love on first down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 4. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to toss play to Love. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Down and 12.
The offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Let's go, D. Check three. Jim.
After the penalty, it's Penny. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 36,
Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Running to start the drive is Love. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Bulldogs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Bulldogs 28, Seahawks 15.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 16 yards, a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
56. Mike, 56.
Throwing again. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Deep
Metcalf, 26 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
The extra point.
And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, a very important drive, leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out.
4 yards.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
25-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, London.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the crowd, watch the crowd.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. And that will be incomplete. Marquise Blair, second-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
43-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it? And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 57 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over. First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it with Carson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now it's Carson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to almost certainly win the football game.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Steven Sims on the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make